All right, all the things you are, some advanced concepts for soloing. So one thing that will modernize any harmony is to use fourths and quartal harmony instead of tertiary harmony. All I mean by that is instead of using chords like F minor ninth, built on thirds, that you look for chords like the so what chord, which is an F minor 11th, but it's built with fourths. So I'm going to use that, and in my right hand I'm going to do some of these kind of patterns, fourths and fifths. There's a fourth and a fifth. So do something like that. All right, or you can build a lot of them in on F minor here. You could do this one. All right, that's a good one right there because you got the 7th, the 3rd, the 11th. And so for B flat, I could use the same one for B flat. You could probably use this one or this one. All right, so, and also you can just use the pentatonic scales that work for these. So A flat pentatonic, for an F minor chord, and then D flat pentatonic for a B flat chord. And those are not the only choices, but they'll work pretty well. And then I'm going to do the E, A, A flat to get to the A flat. That's a reharmonization, a dominant motion device that I just covered in a very recent video. And I'm going to use chordal harmony to do that. Okay, there's E minor. Here's A, and I realize I got no 7th, no 3rd, so it doesn't even really suggest the dominant chord. But because it's moving down a half step, it's going to work okay. All right. And then on D flat, I'm just going to stick to something basic. I could just stay here, actually. And then D minor is going to be like this from the so what chord. And here's my G. This is like a G altered. But by taking this note out, you have just the fourths. And you could use the altered scale there, or you could use D flat pentatonic. That's the tritone away from G, and it gives you all the altered tensions too. Right? You have like a flat 9, a sharp 9, a sharp 11, a flat 13. So, you've got all the altered tensions right there for G. That's why I'm using a D flat pentatonic. It's a tritone away from G, and I'm using this as a voicing. All right, so here it goes. Okay, now the next section, second A section, is the same thing in a different key. You can use some similar things. Let me think if I can think of something else maybe we could do there. Well, we'll just solo. We're in the key of E flat, really, in this verse. All right, you can use same harmonic trick there. So C minor. All right, then we get to A flat. Now for A minor, I could go like this, and for D, I could do this one, and then G right there. Very similar to what I did before. And for the D, I'm playing like this shell of A flat, and I'm doing A flat pentatonic scale, and that gives you all the alternate tensions. Altered tensions. A minor, D, G. Now here's a 2-5-1 in E, so starting on F sharp minor. Then that's a B, but you can think the tritone away, F, if it's easier. Play F pentatonic, right down into E. All right, that'll sound like a 2-5-1, a modern one. There I used a common tone of E major 7th and the sharp 9 of C dominant to get back to my A section again. And I'll do the same kind of thing again. Now we got a C sharp minor, D flat minor. I'll use so what chord again. And then here's a C minor. Now this is different than the C minor in the about bar 9 or 10 of the song. You know, that C minor is the relative of E flat major, because that second verse is in E flat major. But here we're still in A flat. So according to Barry Harris, and I'll link to this video, you can't use the D there. The D is wrong. Of course you can use it and do that kind of harmony. It's going to sound just fine. But he recommends still thinking in A flat there. So I'll use A flat major scale with some chordal harmony, and that'll make it sound pretty cool. Now I get to the B diminished, and I'm going to use that. All right, because that's a B diminished. That's a diminished. And a half step. You can put a whole step above any diminished chord. You can add that in, right? So any of these voicings will work. Right, I'm going to pick that one, which is suggesting an E dominant chord. So I might even put that in there. So here we go, the last A section. And there I can use that for B flat minor, or it's just the dominant chord, E flat, suspended. All right, so I'll put the metronome on, see if we can do one of these. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm not going to go too fast. And I'll have the metronome click on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.